Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn, November 19, 2021. You cannot expect that your way of facing problems and making decisions be imitated by everyone. It is the important decisions in our life that are the most difficult to make. Don't hesitate to walk away from that person if your feelings have changed. You must learn that you cannot say everything that comes to mind and pretend not to hurt your partner's feelings. You will have the opportunity to ingratiate yourself with your superior today. Be brave, you must step forward when it appears. Today you will look for particular information that you need to apply to something you are doing. You will surely find it, perhaps through a friend or colleague. Or it will appear suddenly, making you want to scream, Eureka! After this, what follows is not difficult. You can use this information to achieve what you need and successfully. Your emotional needs are ahead, just right now. You will be able to get your messages across and act smoothly. Your interlocutors will be convinced in the right direction. Your opponents have better watch out. Nothing and nobody will make you fold today, and you are proud of it. Indeed, you are more than determined to move forward and act as you see fit. So keep up the momentum. Even if those around you ask you to be present, you quite easily manage to manage the two areas, love and family, simultaneously. By not forgetting anyone, and that is to your credit. You are handling the situation very well. You often wonder to what extent you are becoming obsolete in the current job market, especially in 2021, in which so many things have changed and in which the world as we knew it has ceased to exist. Of course, there is no single answer, it depends on the case of each Virgo, but take advantage of these internal reflections to recycle your knowledge and your training. Especially if you are not very proficient in language matters. Analyze if you currently can adapt to your environment, if you do it easily or if it costs you sweat to achieve it. Exalt your strengths and maintain a positive attitude that allows you to remain in the eye of the hurricane. Today you will have some trouble staying focused on work. Your thoughts will be related to romance and companionship. You will be waiting for the arrival of that special person in your life. If you are single, join groups of creative and positive people. Perhaps you can connect with a computer group, a group of book readers, or a group on spiritual debates. Get on the path where you will meet nice and positive people. Despite your distress signals coming on, the management does not respond to your requests. Worse, she distorts them and uses them against you. To get out of this nightmare, you have only one solution: put on your titanium armor. Without resigning yourself to your fate, ward off low blows and walk with your head held high. Certainly, you did not come out of the fight unscathed, but at least with that feeling of pride in having remained upright in your knight's boots. Your children, big or small, need to talk to you to break free. You must grant them this moment and welcome them in your arms with kindness. Even if you do not have the strength to do so. Mars will give you the courage you need. You will then better understand their expectations and their care. You will then be able to open the stuck doors for them. The atmosphere will be much more relaxed for those who have neither spouse nor children. You should even have a dinner party at your house with a few friends. The stars indicate that there is some kind of an anomaly and it comes to your health. Those who are in medical treatment to continue with it, even if they are already well. The doctor's instructions should never be ignored. Avoid noisy areas, as you will be somewhat sensitive to noise pollution, and try to drink more water and put aside alcohol and sugary soft drinks. Finally, all your efforts will be recognized. This does not mean that you can lean back in an easy chair and rest on your laurels, quite the opposite. Now is the time to put your original ideas to the test. But this time you have the backing of your superiors. Do not get nervous, just do what you plan to do. If you work hard, you will likely receive great professional and financial rewards. Under the shadow of the planet Mercury, you are suffering from stomach aches. It contorts, you fear indigestion or an attack of appendicitis. Yet it is the anguish that knots your stomach. Colloquially, you could say that you are bothering yourself. Relax, take things less seriously, and try to be more carefree. This tendency to somatize is not new to you, and yet you refuse to admit it. Awareness could help you break out of this vicious cycle. In love, do not get distracted, or else you will regret it. And people are willing to take away your happiness. Take full care of your partner, without becoming a jealous Virgo. Only then will you both save yourself from a good storm. Avoid arguments that lead nowhere. This November 18th could successfully fulfill some of the promises that you have launched in recent times. Don't let what was to be pink turn brown. If you are single, this day could be filled with flowers and birdsong if you are in conversations with someone you like. Of course, try not to put gasoline on the bonfire by taking double sets. Get ready to receive pleasant and loving news. It could be letters, phone calls, or postcards. You'll spend a long time on the phone catching up with outside friends you haven't communicated with within a while. Relationships with your family and partner will be favorable and loving today. This will highlight your appreciation for the important people in your life. What would happen if you left overnight without telling your partner? This is the question many natives of the sign are asking themselves today. So much do they have the impression of not counting for their spouse. With Mars in this aspect, you are entering a period of doubts and questioning. If you manage to disentangle your fears from the realities of your relationship, this process will be very beneficial to you. Single, you face a feeling of emptiness and loneliness, which should subside upon the departure of Mars. Let your inner fire burn brightly today. Your energy is welcome wherever you go. Use your dynamic nature to rekindle the energy as you go. Everything is ready, only the spark is missing. Don't turn your back on the responsibilities that await you. You will see that it is much easier than you think. Most likely, the situation you imagine is much worse than the reality. You are at your best level to organize yourself and find great business opportunities and get started at the safest and most appropriate time. We envy you your talent to turn everything into gold and see the future with this mastery that borders on art. This sky makes you fearless and you act impulsively. In this hectic atmosphere, you want to stand out from the crowd, but you have to be careful, measured. Don't ruin a promising relationship or an ambitious project on a whim.